For this Madden Tips video breakdown, we take a look at a play that's going to allow you to beat man press coverage pretty consistently and potentially for a one-score touchdown if everything sets up right. The play that we use for this video breakdown is called Gun Tight Slots Halfback Week 4 Verticals, and this play features 4 receivers running 4 vertical routes. The inside slot receiver, he runs by default runs a seam route, but he has the option of running a post route based on the coverages. And then the running back actually runs a curl route out of the backfield, but he has the option of running an out or an in route as well. So that's the play that we're going to use for the video breakdown. As far as the playbooks that you'll find this particular play out of, you're going to find it out of the Bears, the Bengals, and the Dolphins. And for this video breakdown, the play that we'll use, or as far as the playbook is concerned, will be from the Dolphins playbook. The only substitution that we're going to make is to go ahead and put Hill lined up here in the inside slot position on the left there. And then we also want to move Wilson out to the outside. So that's the only 2 substitutions that we're going to make with the Miami Dolphins for this particular play. The X-Factor superstar we use for this video breakdown is Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, who is one of the top deep receiving threats in Madden 24. One of the advantages of running the gun tight slots halfback week 4 verticals is that you can literally come out, if you see it looks like cover 2 man and it's press coverage, you can just snap the ball. And this will prevent your opponent from doing a whole lot of pre-snap adjustments on the defensive side of things. And as I've already pointed out, the receiver that we're going to look to throw to here is going to be Hill. And what he runs is that wheel route. And these wheel routes are pretty darn effective, as most of you already know probably here in Madden 24, as far as beating this type of coverage. So he's going to go out towards the left here, and then he's going to break up the field. Now, it's at this point as you watch this, so he's breaking up the field here. As you look at it, he's going up the field right in this area here. A lot of times as you're dropping back to quarterback, and so you're going to be dropping him back, and what's going to happen here is you're going to be able to look down the field, and if you see these 2 safeties right here as you look at your screen start to split out wide, and you can tell it's cover 2 man, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to watch and wait for him to get some separation on that defender. It's in man coverage on him, and then what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to throw a deep bullet pass a lot of times, where you'll be able to throw a bullet pass into this area here and make that catch. Now, the one thing I will tell you is make sure you hold down the X button or the square button if you're on the PS5, and that way you'll catch it, and then you'll be able to go in for a score a lot of times. And don't hit the triangle or the Y button, because you're better off just hitting that catch button. And a lot of times you'll catch it right on the run and end up going in for a score, at least getting a big gain out of it. So what I'm going to do here is, with this particular play, is I'm going to go ahead and run it. I want to show you why this play is so effective, and then we'll go into the X and O's of the play and we'll take a look at it a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, as we snap that ball, we're going to look to see if Hill gets open. You notice right there he gets open, and then I just throw a bullet pass, and then I end up completing it for a big gain. Now, I end up hitting on that X button. Now, I didn't go in for a score, but you can see it's a huge play. And that's the beautiful thing about this play. If we go ahead and run this again, let's go ahead and run it one more time here in a second. We'll take a look at the instant replay in just a second. But you can see right there as you look at your screen, he's getting wide open. He splits the coverage between that corner or defensive back that's covering him and that free safety who's playing over the top. Let's run it one more time real quick. And as I said, the beautiful thing about this play is you can literally come out, and if your opponent is calling press man coverage right off the bat and you see it, you don't have to wait. You can just go ahead and snap it. For example, here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and snap it. I'm not going to waste any time with it. Just snap it. And a lot of times, as I said before, you can catch it and you can go in for a score such as you see on your screen right there. So this play is pretty nice as far as attacking this type of coverage, and it's even works against cover 1 press or some of those bumping man, some of those cover 0 defenses out there, depending on who's covering Hill. But for the most part, they're pretty nice as far as attacking that type of coverage. So let's go into the X and O's of the play and take a look at it, and we'll show you a little bit more in detail why this play works so well. All right, from the top down view, we really get a better idea of how this play works. And as I pointed out earlier, here's Hill right there, right? And he's going to go ahead and run this route, this wheel route out here towards the left. And he's going to break up the field. Now, what I want you guys to do here, as I go through this particular play, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and zoom in as you look at it. And you're going to notice that this defender right here, he's in man coverage on Hill right there. And as we watch this and we go through this, you're going to see that that receiver gets wide open because the coverage is, that guy just doesn't hold up for some reason in this year's game against these type of wheel routes. This guy doesn't work very well. And one other thing right there, as you look at it, basically he gets rubbed off. He gets picked. If you look at it here, if we go back in here and zoom in here, let's go zoom in one more time. He ends up getting picked by this guy right here. You can see on your screen as you look at it, he gets picked right there. And then he has to come back and try to go and cover that receiver. And you can see right there at this point, especially with Hill's speed, Hill's wide open. He's almost 7 yards already up the field. Why that corner is just, our defensive back's just now heading up the field. And you can see clearly as you look at it, he gets wide open, and it's going to be a big play. Whether or not we get in or not, that's a whole nother question. But in this case, we do. And as you look at it, you can see that that safety, which is the free safety here. Now remember, he's supposed to be playing this area here. But the one thing cool about this, with this particular coverage and this particular route, I'm going to go ahead and rewind this because I want to show you guys something else here. This particular route on the outside, remember we talked about this route earlier? This guy running this post. He has that option to run that post, or he can run a seam route depending on what he's running. In this case, against cover 2, he runs the post route. And as you look at it, as we run this, you can clearly see as you're looking at it, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in again here. You can see right there as you look at it, you can see that this safety is coming to the inside to go ahead and defend that route there. As you look at it, he's looking to go ahead and defend that route, that post route. And that just opens up even more things for us to go ahead and make that throw over towards Hill, who's wide open down the left sideline. And that's the beautiful thing of this play. And so if you're looking for a play that's going to really blow out cover 2 man press coverage, this is definitely one of those plays you're going to want to check out. So again, guys, if you guys haven't had a chance to check this one out, take a look at it. It's only in 3 playbooks. I've already shown you guys. It's in these 3 playbooks. As you look at it again, it's in those 3 playbooks, which are the Bears, Bengals, and the Dolphins. But it's the play not to sleep on. And I'm sure you can find some other plays that are very similar to this in other playbooks that work very similar to this. So again, this play is called gun tight slots, halfback weak, 4 verticals, looking to hit the receiver, the inside slot receiver, running that wheel route down the left sideline for a big passing play.